Oh, so I was getting a check engine light, but it's not showing the codes considering I undid and redid the battery. These here are the 4 oxygen sensors. This is torque, by the way, again. This one here, bank 2, sensor 1. So, that needs to be replaced because that doesn't give any data ever. And the rough idle on the car and the stalling, I think, is because of that. Just so that the car has 4 oxygen sensors. Bank 1 and bank 2. Bank 1 is that way, towards the firewall. Bank 2 is this way here, towards the radiator. This right here, I believe, is the one in question. So just make sure. I'm going to disconnect that. I'm going to disconnect the battery, then disconnect that. And it should throw an error telling me that it's missing. Or still just not show information. Doing this and loosening it with a 5/16 inch bit. That is imperial. The rest of the car seems to be metric. So do that, wiggle it off. We're going to put it on the side here to make sure it doesn't just touch that terminal and reconnect in the middle of this. Kind of like that. I'm going to take this screwdriver, kind of go in here, that little flap, pull it this way and wiggle it out. Got 2 hands to do that. So apparently you push it in, not pull out. So that tab I'm going to push in. I'm going to grab the rest of it with this here, that part, and pull. Should slide on out, just like butter. So after a couple minutes it does not slide out like butter. It is a pain in the butt. So I finally got that out. So now I'm going to reconnect that terminal, go back and start the car and check torque, and hopefully it's still the same sensor that's reading nothing. Otherwise it's that sensor 2, bank 2 sensor 2, and I have to find sensor 1. But I'm pretty sure that's the right one. So correct. Well, I'm going to take this and go under there at a weird angle and just try to loosen it and get it out, which I need 2 hands for. So I'm going to have to cut this here and use a Deepwell socket because nothing else works. It's all seized up. So that kind of worked. You put a Deepwell socket on here with a 45-degree angled piece, put a ratchet on there, put this down there, just barely made it over where I cut the wires. I had to cut them a little bit more. Still, the torque wasn't there. So, I don't know what we just did with it, because I had to have help doing this. I had to have somebody hold it down while I took a piece of conduit, put it on this handle, and I pushed as hard as I could, and finally it broke the seal. So, how am I going to put the new one in? You can't put it in the same way we just took it out. I'm just going to go ahead and put that in there, and just use a normal wrench, a normal adjustable wrench, and just go little by little until it goes in, and then hand tighten it, not put it in there so tight I can never ever ever get it out again. But if you think about it, that there may have been in there for like 20 something years. I don't know if that one had ever been replaced. So this is old versus new. Look at that. I mean, that bottom part here is just like decimated, gone. So let's go ahead and put the new one in. Alright, so I just got it as tight as I could by hand. Like, it's pretty tight. I'm still going to just put the wrench on like this and go like that. Turn it over, get it securely onto this portion like that, and crank down. I mean, that's about as tight as that damn thing's going to get on there. So, take this and plug it into there. So I need 2 hands to do that. So I actually might not need 2 hands. I just take it, just align that, make sure it's just aligned, slips in, click, done. So let's put that terminal back on there and go check it in torque. Right there, baby, 0.5. Those 2 were okay, so now we are getting a reading from that sensor. So that was the right sensor. And it looks like it's working. So good job, me, for just straight up figuring out what the problem was and fixing it. And I hope that by filming this video and you watch it, I hope I help you too. If I did, please just leave a link down in the comment, or a comment down there in the comments. See, it's so hot out here, I can't even think straight. Please leave a comment saying thank you. If you really enjoyed it, subscribe. There's more to come. And thank you for watching. So shout out to Mac Pro, because a lot of tools came from this kit. I have a review of this kit and everything in it in another video. And also, I'd also like to thank Westward because a lot of the sockets and stuff came from here, and I just dumped them all over the place. And last but not least, I would like to thank Pittsburgh. Oh, and Ice House.